Hello everyone, it's Wednesday afternoon and that means it's time to light our fourth Advent candle. And so this evening we are here in the sanctuary, we are doing this, and immediately following we will be recording all the rest of the services for this week. It will feel like Christmas, I think, to me when we finish. And I hope it will feel like Christmas to you when you are able to see these services later in the week. So thank you for joining with us today for the lighting of the fourth candle of Advent. I'm going to read a passage from Isaiah that is one of my favorites. And then I'm going to read a poem by a poet from long ago. So here's the reading from Isaiah chapter 9, verses 2 through 7. The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Those who lived in a land of deep darkness, on them light has shined. You have multiplied the nation. You have increased its joy. They rejoice before you as with joy at the harvest, as people exult when dividing plunder. For the yoke of their burden and the bar across their shoulders, the rod of their oppressor, you have broken as in the day of Midian. For all the boots of the trampling warriors and all the garments rolled in blood shall be burned as fuel for the fire. For a child has been born for us, a son given to us. Authority rests upon his shoulders, and he is named Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. His authority shall grow continually, and there shall be endless peace for the throne of David and his kingdom. He will establish and uphold it with justice and with righteousness from this time onward and forevermore. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will do this. The word of God for the people of God. Thanks be to God. The poem that I'm going to read for you is by a British poet whose name was Lawrence Houseman, and he lived in the 19th century. He was born in 1865, and he was a playwright, a writer, and a poet. I first came across this poem when I sang it in college. I had never, ever seen the poem before, but it became one of my favorites. The message there is just so profound to me about how God looked down at the earth and knew what we needed. And so I read this poem by Lawrence Houseman in the original language that he wrote it. It's been updated for modern language, but I love the old language of the 19th century. So, hear these words from the poem, Light Looked Down. Light looked down and beheld darkness. Thither will I go, said light. Peace looked down and beheld war. Thither will I go, said peace. Love looked down and beheld hatred. Thither will I go, said love. So came light and shone. So came peace and gave rest. So came love and brought life. And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us.